Warning. Don't ignore this. It can happen to anybody. She lost everything because of this mistake. Ebuka was already having a fast career growth before he met Nneka, who was a recent graduate. It was love at first sight, like they say. The relationship lasted a year before they got married. Their wedding was the talk of the town. But before they got married, a mutual friend made mention of the 26 most ignored questions by singles and advised them to get it. "Our love is strong," Ebuka replied. "We don't need questions. Nothing will ever separate us." Nneka will later wish they listened to that friend. They got married and everything seemed to be going as planned. They had 2 cars, no delay in childbearing, and they were living in one of the expensive neighborhoods. 3 years later, they started buying properties. Ebuka was making more than enough money to take care of the home without Nneka's assistance. So everything Nneka made was going into savings. But Ebuka made one mistake. He bought everything in his name alone. Then it happened. During one of his many trips, he fell victim to unknown gunmen. Shot right at the head. He was just 37. It was a nightmare for Nneka. Her whole world crashed. Not to mention that they already had 2 kids. But that was just the beginning. Ebuka's family came and they claimed ownership of everything Ebuka bought. Nothing was in his wife's name. Nneka was left with nothing. If only she paid attention to what that friend said and bought the 26 most ignored questions by singles. Question 16 was, in whose name will assets be bought after you get married? Individually or as a couple? Warning. Don't get married until you have answered the 26 most ignored questions by singles. All the millions you will spend on your wedding will not add any value to your marriage. This book will save your marriage before you even get married. See some other questions in the book below. Question 4. If 7 years into your marriage there is still no child, what happens next? Question 6. If medical tests reveal that your husband is the reason behind your inability to have children, will you remain in the marriage? Question 7. Are you willing to end all forms of communication with your friends if your husband objects to the friendships? Question 13. What kind of bank account will you operate when married, separate or joint accounts? This is not just another relationship book. This is a book that prepares you for the major crises that crash marriages. But yours will be different. This ebook costs 3,000 Nairas, but you will get it for 2,000 Nairas if you order before 11:59 p.m. today. Send me a message via WhatsApp, +234 703 247 4726, to order the book. My people perish for lack of knowledge.